Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes.
Hello YouTube, it's your girl Kimberly. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. In this video, we're going to discuss the spring beauty trends for 2025. So these are some of the things that are seen on the runway, are popular with people who are setting the trends, the tastemakers, the makeup artists, all the people, and from some of my favorite magazines. So we're going to talk about it. So let's get into it. Wait, before we do, thank you so much for clicking on this video and coming to watch. I truly appreciate it. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers, and you can help by pressing that little subscribe button below. It would mean so much to me. We talk hair, fashion, makeup, tech, travel, so many different things, and I want you to be a part of the crew, so please, please, please subscribe. Also, if you like this video, like the video, and hit the notification bell if you want to be first to know when I go live or when I post a new video. Okay, so spring trends. So this video is going to be twofold. First, I'm going to show you and talk about the actual trends as the people in the industry are saying, and then how I feel like I'm going to personally translate these trends in my personal style. What I will say is that this is just a matter of fact. It's not my personal opinion or anything, but when you look at the images from the fashion week showing the beauty, black women are severely underrepresented. This is something that has historically been a part of fashion. It's better now than it used to be back in the day, but a lot of these trends are things that can be done on certain skin tones, and other ones might have to do it differently. But so that's why my spin is going to be kind of like different and not be a full copy paste of what's on the runway, because some of those looks are just looks that can't frankly be created on deeper and dark skin tones in a way that looks flattering, in my opinion. So that's why my version might be a little different, but still like on theme for the trend. So these are from the runway trend. So I'm going to scoot over here because I'm going to have some visual aids coming and popping up, you know, getting my editor magic bag a little bit for you. So first we have the pastel colors trend. So these are going to be your pastel, your baby pinks, your baby blues, your pastel lilac, purples, those really pastel-y kind of shades that are colorful but muted, and they're being highlighted either as eyeshadow looks or as lip looks for the most part. I haven't really seen that many pastel blushes. I've mostly been seeing pastel eyeshadows and pastel lipsticks. Next, you have the brown eyeshadow. So some of them are like sultry smoky eyes, some of them are like more tan latte girl kind of vibe when it comes to like a full, maybe like a full lid of the tan brown, and then like a little deepening in the corner with like a little cranberry color or a darker brown. A lot of brown eyeshadow. I feel like people love the smoky look. It's just that black is so harsh, and it's really hard for a lot of people to execute and blend out and to make it look gorgeous without being like a professional makeup artist or devoting a lot of time to your smoky eye look. So I think that the brown is just an easier learning curve, and it looks less harsh on your skin. Next we have the fresh skin trend. So not glass skin, not cloud skin, but fresh skin. So it's supposed to be your skin, but better, like you just finished applying your skincare, really healthy, hydrated. We're still in the dewy kind of era. I think that this is a part of the pendulum swinging back to the matte side. I do think that in a lot of the looks where I saw the fresh skin, it was T-zones were mattified in some. Others, the whole face had like a hydrated, dewy kind of look. But I think that the skin tint kind of look is not going anywhere. I know I love my Milani skin tint stick, so I'm right there for the trend, but fresh skin is another trend. Then you have vintage glamour. So a lot of people who are doing callbacks to the 40s, 20s, the 80s, the 90s, different styles of beauty that are very clearly stamped with the hallmarks of what was trendy during that time. It's hurt my soul a little bit. It's called the 90s vintage, but it in fact is. Whew. But yeah, so those period looks, so everything from the grungy 90s looks to the bright pops of color from the 80s and the 70s. So a lot of makeup that is taking inspiration from the past. Then you have the powder blush, romantic blush, lightweight blush look. So I tried to achieve that today with my She's Baked blush from Patrick Ta. Basically just the idea that we had been in a space with the cream blushes and that were so powerful and pigmented, and the blush bindness of it all, and now we're swinging back in the other direction of a more pulled back, muted kind of blush, because since we're going to be in a space where the pastel lips and the pastel eyeshadows are going to be the highlight of the look, you want to dial back the blush to make it more of a flush, and that way it will not overpower your other makeup. So an easy way to achieve that look is with powder, because it's easier to build up powder and to make it really, really faint. Whereas cream, you can put it on your finger and try to like sheer it out, but it's a lot more work to get that sheer color from a cream blush rather than a powder. So I think that that's why we're seeing all these brands drop these new powder blushes, or they're creating extensions for their existing powder blush lines. Next, we have simple lip combos. So right now we're in the last tail end of the trend where people are doing a lip contour, a lip shadow line, a lip brightness for color with the lipstick, and then a pale nude in the middle, and then they're blending it and then putting gloss on top. So totaling about what, 5 different products for one lip look. And I think people are done with that, depending on where you live, but most of the United States is temperate, where it's like cold in the winter and then warm outside times in the summer, in the spring. And I feel like with that trend is the fact that there's a difference between doing makeup for a few events at a time and being outside all the time and having your makeup on. And I think that complicated lip combo thing is something that you can do for your specific event that you're going to, that one thing. But when it comes to a day where it's brunch, day party, dinner, another party, like when you start hitting that spring summer schedules of being outside for real and going to people's events and the barbecues and the graduation parties and the spring concerts and the dance recitals, like you're gonna look for makeup that is going to be more simple, and especially lips that are easy to apply, because at a lot of these events, especially wedding season, sweet 16s, you are eating food. And when you eat, you cannot then pull out your makeup bag of 5 different lip products to reapply this complicated combo. Nobody wants to worry about that. So simplifying it with just one liner and a lip gloss, or one liner and a lipstick, is going to be the new trend. Or even like liner, lipstick, gloss, but people are really going to look to pare down those lip combos. Next, you have the tulip pink lip. So that's when they put the lipstick bright in the center of the lips, and then it's muted as you get further out on the lips, almost like the bitten kind of cherry lip idea. Yeah, so that is going to be a trend. Me personally, I hate that. Either I put the makeup on or it's not on. This idea of like the half bitten makeup's disappearing but it's still a little bit there, I hate that. Like, I think that's weird. I'm like, is it on or is it off? Like, which one is it? So I don't like that little center look, but I think it will inspire lip looks where people are going to start, instead of putting the nude color in the middle, they'll put a red or a pink instead. I think that's how that trend will translate for the masses. And then lastly, you have brown mascara. So a lot of brands have been extending their mascara ranges, adding browns, adding auburns, and you're going to see a lot more people start to wear that brown mascara and embrace it, and not necessarily go with the no mascara look, which, like I said, I'm trying today and I'm not buying it. So I think no mascara is out the door, and now we're going to start transitioning to brown mascara, and then it'll go back to black mascara, and then crazy false lashes. Like, it's like the trends back and forth. We keep doing this. But all right, so now we're going to get into my version of the trends. So these are how I think the trends are going to translate for a lot of people, for myself specifically, and how I wear my makeup just in general, and how I'm going to tweak it, not only for spring, but trying to incorporate some of these trends. So I do think the bright, comfortable lip is something I'm going to get into. I don't know if there was a time where I did wear pastel lipstick, and Lime Crime was huge then, and I would go to IMAX and I bought the yellow and the lavender color lipsticks, and I was in the pastel lipstick bag. Am I brave enough to put a picture? We will see. To be determined by editor Kim. But I used to love a pastel lipstick, but I don't think I'm necessarily going to go back to that now. But we'll see. I mean, if I see like a fun, cute version of it, like I would love a lip gloss of it, especially now since I'm older, my lips have more lines in it, so I just don't know if the lipstick would get that beautiful finish like it did back then. But if I could get a lip gloss that is like opaque and like one of those pastel colors, you might have a problem on your hand. But yeah, so I definitely want to bring back the colors and the vibrancy. Although I love my Summer Fridays that I'm wearing on my lips now, and it feels so comfortable and amazing, I want to see the makeup, especially once it gets too hot for me to wear foundation. I'm only going to be doing brows, eyeshadow, lashes, blush, contour, and lip. Like, because even with the concealers, it'd be, and there's nothing worse than being the melty girl in your brow and it's a white party, and can you tell I have PTSD? Okay, I don't want to be that girl. All right, so the blushes and the other stuff I can usually get to stay in place, but it's something about the foundations and the concealers in the summertime, I just can't do it. So I feel like my makeup highlight or bright pop is going to be my eye makeup and then my lipstick. So really excited about that. Next, bright eyeshadows. Like I said, I'm gonna get into the things. I have so many eyeshadow palettes that I just do not use enough, and I'm just like, I need to bring the eyeshadow back. Like, I know that they say eyeshadows for aunties, whatever, I don't care. I want the eyeshadow things. I think it makes the look really elevated in terms of your makeup. Like, for me, this is just an everyday look. Like, although I do have foundation and everything, it just feels like I'm gonna go run errands. It doesn't feel anything spectacular, but I feel like if I'm going out, like, I need some eyeshadow. Like, no? In the comment section below, do you need eyeshadow when you're going out? So yeah, so I feel like I want to wear the eyeshadow more, and I want it to be a bright color, so then I could be in a place where it's spring, it's bright makeup, the eyes are the focus, and then when I do just throw on a regular Summer Fridays lip, it doesn't look as plain Jane, because like it's done, it's just not on the lip, you know. So less blush and using powder blush trend. I think in terms of the romantic blush trend, I think this is what I will be reverting to. I love blush blindness, and I'm so sad that its moment is over. I was really enjoying it while it was here, but now that it's done, yeah, so I'm just gonna use the same blushes I have, except I might get 1 or 2 powder blushes, but I'm just gonna put less of it on and just make it less of a focus for my makeup. But I do just need to be more careful, because with blush, a little goes a long way, and sometimes I am heavy-handed, so I just need to, you know, back away from the blush, use a little less. Next we have inspiration from different decades. There was a time when I was into it. I went to like a 70s theme party. I got the little, okay, I'm gonna do the pigtails, and then I'm gonna do a 70s makeup look that I found from like a old Vogue look in the 70s. And like, I used to be into the period pieces makeup and have so much fun with it, and I think I need to bring that back. Now granted, I'm not concealering out my brows or anything that extreme, because I'm mostly going like to dinner, to brunch. Like, there's nothing wrong with doing those things for dinner and brunch, but just for me, I don't see myself going through all of that to make it a really, really period kind of true period makeup. But I do want to take inspiration from other time periods for my makeup looks. And after looking at this award season, Cardi B, I think it was the Grammys, Zendaya, was it the Oscars red carpet where she had that yellow old school look and she showed off the engagement ring for the first time? Yeah, so those kinds of looks I think are really, really classic and glamorous looking, and I want to take elements from them, but I don't see myself doing a full like pin curled wig and the actual correct timepiece aesthetic of the 1920s. Like, I don't think I'll get that accurate to it, but just bringing inspiration from other decades is something that I'm going to be looking to do this spring. And then lip glosses, lip balms, or satin lipstick, like comfortable lipsticks, is going to be my go-to this summer. I do have some liners, and I did try to get into like the liner moments, but it's just really not, it's too much. Like, when I'm out and about, I never reapply my liner. Like, and the idea that people are bringing lip liners outside of their house to me is crazy. Like, that's so much work. So I just want one saturated, comfortable color. Even if it's a clear gloss, whatever I'm wearing, I just want to set it and forget it with one item. But because of the bright color looks coming back, on the days where I don't want to do eyeshadow or like over the top any other makeup focal points, I want my lip to be the focal point. So I am gonna go in the archives and start digging out my colorful lipsticks and start wearing some of those, because like I have some Patrick Ta ones, I have some MAC ones, all kinds of different colors, and I'm like, I need to wear these and bring them out and look cute. And especially like when it's like smoldering, like I could only wear my hair in braids or a bun, and the only makeup that's going to stay is brows that are one size down. I want to put on like a bright red lipstick, like especially if it's a creamy, soft, wearable one that's not going to dry out and make my lips look crazy. That is my go-to makeup look. So yeah, so those are the spring trends for March 2020, not March 2025, but all of spring 2025. But of course, we're feeling the springish vibes sprouting now, but definitely for April and May, I think these trends, we're going to see them, and I think they're going to evolve into some of the summer trends also. But let me know, what are some trends that you think you will be leaning to this spring? Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't